let's talk Freddie Gibbs, because he decided on this Alfredo 2 project that just got released, which I haven't checked out, to just diss everybody, essentially. He dissed everybody he's had issues with on this album. So let's start with the first people, which is Jim Jones and Benny the Butcher. We know with Benny the Butcher, they got into a fight, I believe, with Jim Jones as well at a certain point, but let's go over what Freddie Gibbs said in the music. Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist dropped their collaborative album, Alfredo 2. This is the duo's second collaborative LP and follows Alfredo, which they released in 2020. So far, it looks like the fans have been enjoying the 14-track project. They've been also quick to call out some apparent jabs that were thrown in Empendanas. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He says this: smacked him in Miami, his boys jumped me. He played it safe. Bitches in Buffalo get the same thing. They was throwing plates, limped away on his good foot, but ain't bust a grape. These guys fake, sealed documents, still popping it. Fuck the certified crack babies, come get your mama hit. Yeah, shit ain't selling, they gotta resort to drama shit. Fuck these loving hip-hop guys, I'm at the Oscars, bitch. Now, when I say guys, it's clearly the N-word. So these are shots, to me, what makes sense is obviously Freddie Gibbs and Jim Jones. They apparently both fought. He's fought Jim Jones and Freddie Gibbs. Interesting enough, Benny the Butcher fought Freddie Gibbs, Sorry. Freddie Gibbs has fought Benny the Butcher and Jim Jones on different separate occasions, obviously. And what's interesting is Benny the Butcher responded to that on his IG stories with that classic meme of, what's his name, the actor? Martin, not that comedian actor, Martin Lawrence, with his face all swollen up. To basically say, hey, you got the shit beat out of you. So you're over here dissing me in songs. But, shout out to Freddie Gibbs, man. He's restoring that feeling. So he disses them on there. Those are the bars he spit. Then he adds on more people to diss. He disses Currency and DJ Akademiks. So let's get into this. Currency, these lyrics caught on the track called Gas Station Sushi. He disses Currency. He raps this: could have ran that Fetty by myself, bitch. I'm the best with AI or Al. I think he's probably talking about Alchemist. So I'm the best with Al. Yeah, bitch. Keep it G. We like on part 3, guy. Oh, go start a Chevy up. Don't start with me. And of course, Currency loves them Chevys, the low riders and stuff like that. So, and he's referring to Fetty, which was apparently a project they were supposed to work on. But let's get into that. For those who don't know, Fetty is another word for fentanyl. Freddie is saying that he could move the hard drug efficiently by himself, but it's also a reference to the Fetty album. Remember back in 2018, he teamed up with Currency and the Alchemist for it. It was a beloved project, and fans were really hoping for a second installment would get made. However, they would be sadly disappointed. In 2023, Gibbs went on his burner account on Instagram to share why it wasn't happening. He said, guys shitted on our first project, he wrote, didn't shoot one video or do one show. I ain't get mad. I just subtracted him from the equation, and me and Al made another classic and went to the Grammys. End of story. So that makes, sense. Gibbs then continued, and on Lavish Habits, he disses Akademiks. He says this: I'm still going to squeeze Akademiks' titties, that fat bastard. He raps in one of the first lines. And, of course, Akademiks, he'll go on live stream and he'll clown artists for not being relevant or as rich as him and blah, 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 blah. And their back and forth goes back for a while. So I guess he just decided I'm going to squeeze. I'm going to troll him and about him being fat. Those titties, you fat bastard. So that's hilarious. So that's Jim Jones, Benny the Butcher, Currency, and DJ Akademiks. And that's not it. He decides to diss Gunna as well. So a total of 5 people on this project he decides to clown. Let's talk about what track it is. On Lavish Habits, the same track he's dissing Akademiks. He says this: First Class Virgin Atlantic, Stewardess Titties Plastic. I'm still going to swing Akademiks' titties, that fat bastard. Gunna dissed me and took a plea. He a rat. Bastard. So now he's calling him a rat. So, yeah, man. Snitching allegations with Gunna. What's interesting with the snitching allegations with Gunna, it really hasn't affected his career. It's been really interesting to see it. And I don't think, here's the thing, I don't think snitching should affect a rapper's career if they're not gangsta, if they don't portray that gangsta side. And Gunna, to me, never really portrayed a gangsta. To me, 6ix9ine, I can kind of see, why people got mad at that, because he was, hey, Treyway, blood, all this, and I'll shoot you and this and that, I'll do this. So to go from that to, hey, I'm snitching, I'm testifying, I can understand why people will get mad at that. But Gunna, listen, man, like people that get mad at somebody snitching in music, especially when they're not a gangsta, like what, he's not snitching on you. Who cares if the music's good? It's like some people think they're really gangsta. You're just a listener to music, bro. You're not gangsta. You work a regular job. You're not out here slanging work and, moving with the mob. No, bro. You're a regular individual and you're mad at somebody snitched. Like, what does that have anything to do with you? Just enjoy the music, bro. Stop acting gangsta and hard. It's not that big of a deal. So with the Gunna situation, I don't really care. Snitch, not snitch, doesn't matter to me. Gunna, I never viewed as a gangster rapper in my eyes. 6ix9ine, I can understand where that's coming from. 6ix9ine, even though had valid points of why he did it, they were robbing from him, they were fucking his girl, blah, blah, blah. So I can understand that aspect of it, but still, you're pushing this gangsta shit. It doesn't really fly, after you get out, you start acting tough and gangsta again. It doesn't really fly the same, because when you were in court, you were testifying and pointing at everybody. So that's the difference between the two, but I never understood why people got mad at Gunna snitching. Anyways, Curren responded to that diss. So he posted this long caption saying, stop fucking playing, little dude, for real, for real. Nobody else gonna say nothing because it ain't really about shit, but I'm gonna jump out there and say something. Now everybody is playing, and certain people around certain people will jump out there and do something to you behind you, not watching your mouth. Just do your rappity rap shit and stop trying to beat a dead horse, talking about shit from years and years ago to stir the pot to sell a project. Don't stir the pot over this way. They're gonna be quiet like the real G's they is, but I'm a hothead. I'll do something to you, rabbit. Curren commented under that and said, we ain't tripping, ha ha ha, send me some beats though. So Currency's clearly not bothered by the diss from Freddie Gibbs, but interesting, man. Freddie Gibbs decided to go the route of, most of the people he's already been beefing with, actually all the people he's already been having issues with. Maybe you could argue Gunna, but yeah, interesting, man. I got to check out the project. I might end up doing a review on it, maybe this next episode, potentially. But I need to be more tapped into what projects are coming out, because I've been just so busy that a lot of the new music I haven't really been checking out like that. But yeah, we'll see what happens moving forward if more people respond to it.